Today I went into a shop, I had this thing, I was buying a Coke, and I can't believe the fucking cheek of it. I had social anxiety. Oh no, I was getting scared over stupid things. Oh no, young lad as well, the cheeky cunt, he was only like 19, 20, he gave me a look, it was like that. I was like, can I buy this, can I buy a pen, do you? Yeah, I give you a pen to buy, I don't really understand. Oh, I've got into a right kerfuffle. And he gave me a look, he went, and I was there, and I was like, I'm starting to feel scared. What's going on? Why am I scared of this? I'm 31. Why is he making me scared? And I was there, and he was like, sir? Like that. Yeah, him with his fucking dignified manner. And I was like, my cheeks are burning, I'm starting to blush. Social anxiety, fucking hell. I thought I was immune to it. I thought I was immune to social anxiety, but then again, years ago, I did used to wake up, drink 6 cans of Stella Artois for breakfast, so maybe I was immune to social anxiety, but that came with the added crystal making a water fountain all over your fucking self by the time I got to town at 11 o'clock at night. And I was living at a homeless shelter at the time. I used to worry about very real things like Dave fucking sticking his penis in your fucking ear while you're asleep because you're showing a bunk. But I'll tell you, I used to think, job interviews? Why was everyone asking, do you get it? I was like, no, I've never been scared of a job interview in my life. I normally just go in there, normally I get it. The rare times I get a job interview, but anyway, it's fucking irrelevant. Today I had social anxiety. I was scared. In the shop, he made me scared. I was like, he made me feel like a girl. I felt like a little girl blushing. The motherfucker. I'm going to go in there next time. I'm going to go, I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's going to be something. Behave in a very dignified manner. Give him a look. Pat him on the balls, I don't know. Anyway, social anxiety. We now get to the semi-serious part of the video. Men, you will face all sorts of fucking problems in your life. This channel is for men. Well, actually, it's for fucking everyone who laughs and has a brain. I don't exclude people, because I'm not progressive. I don't exclude. For fuck's sake, look, actually, no, right, look, I used to be a mental health worker, actually, a peer support worker. That's sort of like an unqualified mental health worker. That's actually like having a mental health problem, and they'll say you can have a peer support worker. Peer in front of support worker, that means I never went to university or had the proper training. So basically, my job used to be like, well, we could send someone qualified round to your house after your nervous breakdown, but instead we're going to get your mate Dave to come round. We're going to get someone called Dave, and he's going to be your new friend for a while. Do you know what? It worked fucking wonders, mate. It was a good idea, but prone to flaws. Not every other support worker was like me. I couldn't work well with women, because I didn't understand how they worked. I understand how young men work. I came at it not from a doctor's point of view. Hey, you have schizophrenic, psychotic, autism disorder, which means that we're going to medicate you with clonazepam and turn you into a dribbling fucking spastic because you're kicking off a bit, because the house that you live in is terrible and you hear screaming every night and you wait patiently for months and years. And then you slip up once, and because the whole system's underfunded, they should move you. They didn't, they've kept you there in a box. This is a real client. Every time he would kick off, autistic as well, that means I'd have a basic knowledge of things, very brief or not. That means that he tries harder to keep his fucking temper in those situations, but every time he would get angry at this situation where they put him to live, and he would get a tiny bit aggressive. I'd call it fighting for your rights sort of thing. Like the guy next door is just keeping him awake night after night screaming, so he'd get angry, and so he maybe got a light say it wasn't full on assault, he just got angry in the face, he gave out 1 or 2 slaps. He was never like that to me, but every time he'd done that, after it built up and up and up, I saw all these doctors gang up on him and use it as an excuse to keep him where he is. But, well, he's preying to aggression, so we're going to keep him in this house. And the real reason was, they said, oh well, we can find him somewhere else to live, but it was very difficult for them to find him somewhere to live that would actually suit his needs. The houses were more geared up for another type of client. He was somewhere who could have lived more independent. He needed someone coming in and checking on him like every few days, you know what I mean? He needed quiet most of all, and you don't get quiet what they had. So I watched them over and over again, all these doctors, clever people, psychologists, huddle round like that, and they're just like, oh wow, he's prone to this, and use the way that he acted, he blew up in anger because of this situation. They would use that to keep him in this situation, treat him like a cunt. My favourite line that he said was in a doctor's meeting when they was giving him bullshit, and the doctor was, oh well, I think you should take my advice, going over some bullshit that had already been resolved and not just some bullshit, and he said, Doctor, I'll take your advice outside, pal, and pointed his thumb out the window and scared them all. He was magnificent. But the thing is, I worked with him for 3 years and there was not once a thing like that. So I did very basic things. I went there, I took him for a meal, I gave him roll-up. We're not allowed to give out roll-ups and shit like that, so it's like, hey, I'm sorry, shit, think of a fake name, I'm sorry, Ben, I'm sorry that the voices in your head have been telling you to go fucking blow your room up and yourself up all night, and you've been constantly tormented and running around the house all night trying to find the fucking poltergeist and that. Can I have a roll-up? I noticed you, oh no, you should fucking vape. NHS, good for you. No, I was like, no. That's not what happened, because, you know what I mean, it's one thing at the time. So yeah, I treated him like a human being. That was my secret. That was why it all worked out wonderful. In 3 years, he never had one outburst at me. And as well, he was fucking lovely. He was like, I think I'm a bad person. I've done this, so I felt guilt over it. He was just a lovely person. And we went off on a tangent about my job. It started off as a comedy video. I can't even remember what my point is. Oh yeah, men, you will face problems. You will get depression. You will get anxiety. Don't let the world see it. Fucking hold it down. You don't want to look like a fucking gay. If you fucking look, you like feminine. He has emotions. Homosexual. Men, you will face many problems. Stigma, lone male pattern baldness. Apparently that's a bad one. I saw a bald barber once, so he was an alcoholic because of it. His dream was just to cut lovely hair. He went bald. Men, you will face all these problems. I, the mental health worker, the unqualified one, is here to tell you, nobody gives a fuck. In all seriousness, I cared. I really did. Not just because I was paid to care. No, I would have done it fucking voluntary. I thought I had no money. But seriously, I cared. I really do. So I'm going to give you a fucking advice. 80% of you, 3/4 of you, shut the fuck up, stop moaning and get a job. Here's the real advice. I think we need a middle ground between the serious one. My generation, the way that it's going, they're too soft. They are too soft. They let the world hurt them too much. My dad's generation, people like him, they're too much the other fucking way. He was like, my dad died, not show emotion. Oh, fucking hell, he is hardcore, but then again, he was an ex-football hooligan and just all in all an alpha fucking male and just better than me in every fucking way, I suppose. But here's what I really think. No, I don't know, they was just harder than us, I don't know, but they don't do emotions well. I noticed this. There needs to be a middle ground. I reckon we need to be halfway between my dad's, halfway between the weird, progressive, fucked up gender something or other shit now, and meet in the middle and be normal, but that will never happen. That's what should happen. That will never happen. So enjoy studying things now like gender fucking studies, dysphoria and all that. Putting elaborate names on things, not just admitting you have a fucking fetish. I'm Jason, my name is Jay. Click the subscribe button again, and I will make more videos. If you get me like 100 viewers and you live in Oxford, then if you get me 100 people who subscribe right now, or like that, I will suck your cock in a fucking bush. I know that, oh shit, oh no, sorry, last time I did substitute. No, we'll forget that, and we'll actually move on to creating quality content. Can't cheat on this. Please hit the subscribe button, click it again, and help me fulfill my dream of uploading a 10-minute fucking rant every day and somehow making a living of it. Now, there will be a podcast with Jacob Gregory. He's really up for doing it. Apparently, his brother's got a TikTok with thousands of people. They're actually going to put me on it. I don't even know what TikTok is, really. I know what people younger than me go on. That is what they go on. I don't even know what it is, but if it helps me, then I will go on it. If it helps me pull money out of nowhere, out of YouTube, I will go on it. Oh, it was the last thing, because I ramble on at the fucking end. I need an editor and everything. So my rant was I was just about to go off on one. Jake, he does want to do it. We're going to do a podcast about when we was living in, it was called The Bridge Project, and then 1 Foot Forward. All these we've got hundreds of just funny fucked up stories. They are quite funny. You know what I mean? We're just gonna do one about that. Yeah, and he is just like me, by the way. He's probably funnier than me, to be honest. He's funny as fuck like that. He just had an aura about him that I couldn't match when we was younger. I've hardly seen him in a decade. My aura has grown in strength. But back then, honestly, I know that I said his aura was so magnificent, he used to fuck all the women in there. And I would just look at him like God would like radiating from his aura. My penis would just become flaccid. I've told you that, and a little bit of me just wanted to wee myself a little bit, it just radiated. But now I'm back, powered up. I don't, that's a joke. And what I actually was supposed to say to you about 3 minutes ago, he's working full time. So on the weekend, I'm gonna fucking get him. In fact, I'm gonna ring him right now. We're gonna do a podcast, hour-long ramble. And you'll hear some of the most fucked up stories you've ever heard in your life, probably. Because normal people don't live lives like me and him. Like loads of, just go out for a drink and, you know, my mate would end up getting nearly bombed by an ex-fucking squaddy commando, just lure him out here, just and have to escape, and just loads of these fucked up celebrity prison stories and shit. I've never been. Fucking, we'll get them, we'll get everything, and you will make me famous, and I'll never have to actually work in my lot. You'll have me fulfill my dream. Alright, I am fucking lazy, really. Fuck it.